Hey there, I'm Tim Martini with Exploring the Obscure Goes to Alaska, sponsored by Avis Alaska. I'm here at the Disney World of Alaska, Mukluk Land. Located on the Great Alaskan Highway here in Tok, Alaska, we're about 3.5 hours northeast of Fairbanks. Mukluk Land started back in 1985, 30 years ago, and it's still around today. We're going to be meeting up with Beth and George, the owners and creators of this land. And we're also going to play some mini putt, skee ball, whack-a-mole, see what kind of prizes we can get.
Mukluk Land is more than just an amusement park. It's a walk through history. It also includes skee ball, a moon bounce, engine alley, classic boats, and vintage cars.
I'm here with Beth Jacobs, who's one of the owners and, I guess, builders of Mukluk Land.
Right.
How are you doing?
Very good, thank you.
So, what made you decide to, I guess people I've seen it as a junkyard amusement park.
Yeah.
Is what I've seen it titled.
Okay.
That's not offensive?
Not really.
What do you guys, how do you describe it?
Okay. Well, we describe it as a place that it's fun for all ages. We have things for the kids to do and a lot of historical things and some fun collections that we've done over the years.
And kind of building on that, as we went around here, I mean, we see there's a Studebaker pickup truck from the 50s, and there's Korean War artifacts and all sorts of stuff. So it is actually for all ages. Even if you don't want to do the games, or if you're 70 years old and can't make it in the moon bounce, you can definitely see things that will date back to your era, right?
That's right.
Whether it's a Korean War tank, an antique fire truck, or games for the kids, Mukluk Land really does have it all. But beware of this kid, Griffin. He's a game shark.
He got his first perfect. He was 4 or 5. I think 4.
So he's like a professional skee baller.
He does have a natural, that is for sure.
Yeah, the Olympics. Watch out. We're going to try to play some skee ball against Griffin back here. He's a 14-time perfect champion.
This should be easy. I'll give it a go.
Go for it!
Griffin gets a mere 370 points. I call it luck.
Now, what is a mukluk?
Okay, when you came into the park, you saw a mukluk hanging in our entryway. It's an Eskimo boot.
Okay.
Yes.
And why did you decide to name it that? Are they from here in Tok, or?
Yes, a lot of the people wear mukluks, but we also have a newspaper called Mukluk News. So then it only followed that this would be Mukluk Land.
Perhaps one of the staples of Mukluk Land is Santa's Rocketship.
Interesting piece of this entire landscape is Santa's Rocketship. Some of you might have seen we visited Santa yesterday at the North Pole, so I guess this is what he used before he had the reindeer. How did you get a hold of it and get it here to Mukluk Land?
We were traveling in Wisconsin, and I was going past an old junkyard, and I happened to see them sitting out in the junkyard, so we went in to see what they were, and there were 2 of them in there. I said, "Are they for sale?" And he said, "Yeah, make me an offer," and I made him an offer that I thought was ridiculous. And next day he called me and said, "We'll take you up on the deals."
It almost looks like something out of the Jetsons.
Yeah, it was. They were made for this company called the Santa Claus Rocket Corporation. And between Thanksgiving and Christmas, they traveled across the United States, going to shopping malls, giving kids rides, promoting Christmas shopping.
Oh, okay, so this went everywhere. This wasn't just in one location.
No.
Other things at Mukluk Land include mini golf, Tok's first jail, heater heaven, a classic game of tetherball, which I finally got my revenge on Griffin with, a bathtub garden, and decades upon decades upon decades of old snowmobiles. Oh yeah, and thousands of random dolls.
That's it for this segment of Exploring the Obscure Goes to Alaska with Avis Alaska. If you feel like getting your butt kicked and playing some skee ball with Griffin, come on up. We are in Tok, Alaska, right on the Great Alaskan Highway. Until next time, make sure to follow us on Facebook and YouTube under Exploring the Obscure. Follow my adventures on Twitter and Instagram at Timmy Martini. Keep your bags packed. Let's go exploring.